Yeah, right? This is what you've been waiting for, right? Huh? That you've been talking about amongst yourselves for a minute? Ain't this what you've been waiting for? And going back and forth. I heard your messages, and you telling this clown and that clown telling another clown, and it turns into a whole three-ring circus. Oh, Carcino, look, he's scared to talk about Gene Deal and Reggie Wright. They're scared. First off, Carcino isn't afraid at all about anything of this. Okay? Second of all, Carcino chooses what he wants to engage in. My choice. Thirdly, Carcino decides what he wants and gives his own thoughts about it, and he moves on. I have never once made a video titled anything about Reggie Wright, ever. Gene Deal was only addressed in that opening three videos he did. Other than that, moving forward, unless they was coming after my name, I didn't say anything. I got to talk to Gene on the phone, and we got everything straight as where each side stood, and we were cool with everything. So it was a respect thing and nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. So everybody was on a even kill, not one side over another and all that. We just didn't deal with each other. Now, you guys have seen this DJ Vlad situation, I guess, with Gene Deal or whatever you guys have been telling me, and wanted to know and get my opinion on it. And Reggie and how him and Gene Deal, from far as I know, and this is all I know about it. And this is from word of mouth because I really could care less about any of it. Gene Deal tried to work with Reggie. I don't know if it was Gene's idea or Reggie's idea, whoever it was, or somebody's grain scheme idea saying, wow, somebody from the Tupac side, somebody from the Biggie side, they come together and do like a podcast thing or an interview. That would be great. People tune in every week, so let's try to see if we can work that out. So the fact that Reggie is tied to a former LAPD officer, Greg Keening, and their story with him and Greg, and all the things Greg's been saying, and the book, and all that stuff. So now him and Reggie seem tight, and Gene, I guess, was very honest to Reggie about how he felt about that situation because Greg Keening's story kind of like contradicts everything that Gene was saying. And from that point of view, they just didn't think that was going to be a good fit. Now, I'm hearing from the Reggie side of the story through Bomb First, and they're saying that Gene Dill is basically trying to push a book and trying to create stories to stay relevant in the game right now. That's their claims. And the fact that Gene Dill is actually upset that Greg Keening beat him to the punch with the book and everything else, and he's doing all this because he's mad. And they brought up the fact that DJ Vlad doesn't want to interview Gene Deal because he has his story keeps changing or something like that. Like his story has changed so many times. This guy's done interviews here, 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 and his story changes all the time. So Vlad don't even want to interview him. And he keeps saying he turned Vlad down. I'm here to tell you my opinion about all of this. They said Gene came back and said that Reggie was a snitch. And apparently, what it was told to me is that Gene apparently told them that Reggie, that the information Greg Keenan got, he must have gotten from you. That's the only way he could have got this information. And he said, and that's basically all he said to Reggie. Wasn't really disrespectful. No reason for Reggie to react the way he did towards him. But Gene could give a damn as far as anybody else is concerned. That's my perspective of it. I don't think Gene cares one bit. I don't. I don't think he cares about nothing Reggie's talking about. And Gene deals for him. Gene would be like, "That's why he getting 3 hots in a cot." I bet that is a line he's going to use. 3 hots in a cot, baby. I stay out of all the nonsense. I don't dwell on Biggie's death. I don't dwell on Tupac's death. I get tired. People tie me into all of this. I don't do that sensationalism. I don't want to me, I care about other things that's happening in the music industry or that's happened in the business. There's so much more that took off. There's so much that there's so much right now that's transpiring because we are all connected. You know what I mean? We are all connected. We're all connected on this YouTube thing, and we all, with these stories and everything, everybody connects us. But with me, I have a sense of responsibility. And it's not like I don't know some of the stuff that they're talking about. It's just that I choose and elect to not mention or go that far down a road. Because, yeah, that's good for hits and views. But now you're poking a dragon. You see, people think, oh man, that's been years ago. Don't nobody care about that. If you talk reckless on a platform of YouTube, you're waking people that you don't even know is asleep. You're alerting them to things that probably shouldn't be out there, and people who have relationships in this business or might be in this industry might not like exactly what you're saying and how you're saying it. They might have a problem with it. So as I keep bringing these, situations to the forefront, I say that to say this. I want to see brothers work together than battle each other. It's 2020, man. It's time to move on from that. Whatever Gene is saying, and I don't agree with everything he says at all. Not at all. Um, the way he says it and the way he does it is his thing. I like the fact he got a cooking show. He's doing his cooking thing, and I like that. I like that more than just the other stuff because I feel the other stuff is opening up too many doors and it's exposing things that shouldn't even be on social media. And same thing with Reggie. Reggie has went way beyond the line, way beyond when it comes to information to the point where he asked me to call in to the show and I did not want to get on the show. I left a comment in the chat section, but I'm not calling in the show because I'm not going to be a part of the circus. I'm not going to be a part of that three-ring circus where I'm going to get sucked in. If you don't want to believe what I'm saying, bet. You don't have to believe it. But if to anybody to believe that I would make up this kind of stuff and oh, you just made that up, bruh, there's way too many fact checkers out there to realize that, oh, he ain't just make that up. He had to know something or somebody who knew something. There's, they know that. Or Reggie would not have even mentioned me. So for Reggie to say I've lied about something, and leave it vague, okay. I challenged him to tell people while he was live on YouTube, tell the world, Reggie, what I lied about. Tell it. I'm right here. I was listening, and I told him. But now he's doing his time. He's locked up. That was that. I just gave him a platform to tell the world what it was about, because I want to know what you think I was lying about. There's certain things I didn't go into further detail about, and I've been excluded a lot of stuff because it opens a door that you don't want to go down. And I definitely don't want to go down that door. I don't like to do those type of videos 24/7 talking about who got shot, who's who's hiding this, what they did in 1993 and 92. The dope man got moved here. He had a 40 Glock and a 9 and a 38 snub. I don't need to do that. I don't want to be, that to me is information the public don't need to know. It's good for sensationalism and hits and views, but it has no bearing on anything else. There's no need to go down there. When I did Hood Stories, you know what I did, Hood Stories? Because Hood Stories informed. That's what it did. It informed. It informed the general public about everything. Everything that they were going to need to know to survive. The general public needed to know things to survive. You got entertainment out of those stories, but if you listen to them, you'll learn a lot from the Hood Stories. You learn what not to do, how to react in situations, things to avoid. They wasn't to glorify or exploit people. Now, I am not better than Reggie Wright Jr. or Gene Deal. I'm not better than them. They're not better than me. This don't mean anybody's better than somebody. We just have different forms of how we communicate to the general public. I don't agree with everything Gene has said. I definitely don't agree with everything Reggie said or how he's saying it. And I definitely feel that the way they do it, I would never do it their way, but they to each his own. Some people are in this game to make a lot of money and do that, and that's cool. I just haven't been that guy. I've had opportunities to step out and do a lot. Believe me. What you did not know is that people wanted to purchase and use my video and my audio for a documentary on, I can't even say what it was about, use one of my truth behind videos on a documentary. I turned all of that down. They wanted to interview me and have my audio playing on a documentary, my YouTube video, and asked me questions about it. And I said, nah, keep that money. I don't want it. And they said, what? Do you want a producer credit? I said, nah, I don't want no part of it. So can we just use the audio? Nah, I don't want that kind of light. Because one, I don't know what they're going to do with this documentary. I don't know how they're going to change the words. I don't know how they're going to change it to a narrative that doesn't fit what I was saying. I don't know these people from Adam. Well, a lot of people gonna have questions about certain things and whatever. I'm really not one of those people to be calling that like narrative that everyone else is. I am definitely 100% not concerned. So for anyone to feel that I am, I'm completely not. My concern right now is putting everything in its proper place and making great content, great videos, and entertaining you guys. That's it. That's really my goal. So for anyone to think otherwise, you can, but I'm here to entertain you guys and give you guys the most information as possible. Now, as far as DJ Vlad goes with that situation, Vlad, I've never reached out to Vlad on me wanting to interview with DJ Vlad. I respect what Vlad does, unlike a lot of people. I don't like some of the questions he asks, and some of the questions I feel that he should research the people that he's interviewing a lot more before he interviews them than just to get to the controversial things that he really wanted to talk about in the first place. He should actually know a little something about the person he's interviewing. That's something that's different from people. For some of these guys who came and subscribed to me based off the truth behind the hip hop series and things of that nature, and didn't really know who I was, I'm someone who's official. And when I mean official, that means I am officially a real person. Like I have no fakeness in me whatsoever. And anybody who know me will tell you this dude is genuine. Like there's no way this guy could ever make it in Hollywood. He's too genuine for it, and that's the truth. I am 100% genuine. You will find no one else more genuine than me. It's not gonna happen. I'm somebody who does everything he says he's gonna do, or die trying to do it. I'm a man of code and honor and word. I stand on my own. I have no tattoos, no ear piercings, none of this stuff. I don't do any drugs, never done any drugs, never smoked weed a day in my life, never will. I was someone who was always immensely focused. So why would a post person such as myself, who can't be swayed, you know how much peer pressure it was to get a tattoo, get a neck tattoo? You know how much pressure there was to join a gang? You know how much pressure it was to do drugs, get earrings, all these things around me? You know how much pressure that was? And that I didn't do it? That shows, and I was still respected by gangs, still respected by those who had those things and did all those things, because I was an original man who stood his own and said, I'm gonna be me. Tattoo, that ain't me. Doing drugs, that ain't me. Earrings, that ain't me. None of that is me. None of it. So I don't change one shirt and jump to another. It's not my style. I came in this thing under the boxing world. People know me from boxing. More than anything else, they knew me from the boxing world. Oh, he's the guy that knows Floyd. Absolutely. I'm the guy that knows Floyd Mayweather. Been knowing Floyd before he was the Floyd Mayweather. But that doesn't mean I'm compromised. I met people in the industry because of that once he became the Floyd Mayweather. Kel Mitchell, you just saw him Dancing with the Stars. Parents still live around the corner from my grandmother's house, where he grew up, where he was in a rap group with my cousin, where he was on All That in Orlando. Producers, rappers, everybody's on that scene. Brian Robbins, the director, who did the show, everybody, who was the producer of Nickelodeon's All That. Met Nick Cannon, met everyone. Mac, his agents, all these guys that was on the show, Wesley Jonathan, all of these people who are now connected in the world. I've seen some things. I know some things. We saw Beyonce when they first had their hit record. Brought you stories that no one knew and never talked about. I brought that to you. You would have never knew a word about Beyonce and Nick if it wasn't for me. It would have probably never came out until I brought it out. And Nick went and addressed it on his Instagram. A lot of credit should be going my way. All I want is my proper etiquette. That's it. That's all I want. Proper etiquette. I'm cool with staying here in the sidelines, not doing no interviews on TV and all that crap. I don't need that. I'll stay right here, make my videos, entertain the people, and that's that. I'm cool with just doing that. So I will do me. They could do them. That is the end of it. So if anybody want to know anything about me, My videos, there's 10,000 of them that'll tell you everything you need to know about me. My story ain't changed. My story has been the same. People was like, man, how your family know Rick James? I told you my cousin did Rick James' hair. I even sent you to her Facebook page, and you can see her pictures with her and Rick James and her mom. Told you. But nobody listens. Nobody believes it because the world is full of a sea of liars. But anyhow, I've taken up enough of your time. I'm out. Don't forget to support the page, man. Hit the donate button in the description box. That is my super chat. Or you can hit me up on the Cash App. The name is Carceno, Karceno. Thank you for your time. Oh, yeah, we got videos here too. Like, what is it, 4? Might be 4, 2, and a subscribe button and all that stuff. I don't know. I just work here.